One of the things that an advisor can do to not just be a bean counter and to really bring something to the table is to get engaged in the growth and the performance of the business, to understand the industry that you're working in enough for you to be able to. You don't even really have to understand all those metrics. It can be something as simple as, you know what, you're sitting on this LLC real estate holding company. You've got X amount of cash flow coming in. You've got X amount of debt. The debt's going to get amortized on this schedule. And at that point, you're going to have, Mr. Business Owner, a tremendous amount of positive free cash flow. Right? What are you going to do with that? You're just going to sit on it? No, so you get to move in the direction of being an advisor who's helping the business owner start crafting a plan towards the growth of his business. Hey, did you realize you're going to have $1 million of positive cash flow out of this real estate in about 3 years? Did you know $1 million? I know you know this. $1 million of free cash flow leverages into a $5 million acquisition each and every year. And as you do that, you just start adding more to the free cash flow pot. Your ability to grow as a business owner is about to go through the roof. Are we prepared for that? Is that what you want to do? Just having those kind of conversations where you can get into that and understand, how that free cash flow works in these different entities. How the ownership works, how are we going to navigate this? You have 4 shareholders in this business, and if you make distributions out of it, are all 4 of you participating in the growth? Is it just you want to take your piece and go out and grow, but your 3 brothers are not interested in growing, or they're interested in growing this way, but not in that way? So it gets into the strategic planning, it gets into the family governance. You really open up a lot of doors when you do that. But when you start talking about the performance, the growth of the business legacy, that's what business owners care about. They went into business, they started a business so they could grow a business and do a great job at the performance of the business. And that's really where their interest lies. And so as an advisor, if you want to jump into that with them and help them figure that out, business owners are not different than other human beings. I mean, we all have a little bit of conservative nature to us. And a lot of business owners have a very conservative approach, and they want to pay off all their debt. Okay. Well, that's great. You're a fantastic business with no debt. You're solid as a rock, but with no debt, you're not making anything on the equity, right? And so you want to help them understand that when you have $1 million of equity sitting in your house, it's not doing anything for you, right? So how do we help a business owner within their comfort level understand their performance issues and how that's related to structural issues? And if you're in the business of forming entities and forming partnership agreements and operating agreements, and you make money off of doing that, then helping a business owner understand their pathway to growth, understanding their debt to equity ratio and what their comfort zone is, what they're capable of doing in terms of buying businesses, then it opens up opportunities for you to develop more governance documents, to develop more entities. And you know what I'm saying? We had a business owner over the last 5 or 6 years. So we've been working with them 9 years now. When we started working with them, they had 2 businesses. Today they have 17. Okay, over a 9-year period, they have grown that tremendously. So now the attorneys and accountants who are involved in that case don't just have 2 businesses to work on. Now they have 17 businesses and all the documentation that goes with that, the tax returns that go with that. It's just a tremendous opportunity. And if you're not involved in that, if you're not as an advisor sort of pushing that, then you're limiting your own business.